Hello, first grade, and happy Tuesday. I have a favorite book here for you today. It's called Where the Wild Things Are, and it is by Maurice Sendak. And this book actually has a Caldecott medal, which is a medal that they give authors with distinguished picture books. So there's a committee that decides which books are really, really good, and they give these cool awards to certain books every year. So this is one of our Caldecott medal winners, so you know it's going to be a good one. Some of you may have read this one before, and some of you may have not, so let's go ahead and get started. And this book has really cool illustrations, so I'll make sure to try to get that up close for you. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, and another, his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. You can see he looks very unhappy. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Got lots of illustrations on this one. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed, without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat, so he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No!" The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Now, I think this is a really cool book because you can tell the author really used their imagination when they were coming up with this story. And I want you to think about right now, do you think this story is fiction Or do you think this story is nonfiction? And if you think it's one or the other, I want you to think of 3 reasons why you think that, okay? And tell whoever's watching this with you whether it is fiction or nonfiction and why. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Miss you so much.